Good morning. Welcome to the Mojave. What I got for you today is the new HT F803 micro quadcopter. Somehow this one's gone under the radar for most people. I don't know how, because it's a feature-rich little quadcopter. It not only has a camera, it has headless mode, and it also has a feature called automatically fly back, which I have not tried yet, and it kind of intrigues me. I want to see what that is. So that's what I got for you today. Due to all the features, I want to demonstrate them all. I'm probably going to have to do multiple cuts here. I don't think I can do it in one take. I'll try, but we'll see. And so bear with me if there's any jump cuts and a lot of fades. So the HT F803 micro quadcopter. Let's give it a try. Before we start, I want you to notice the quadcopter has a forward-facing camera built into its body. It's in the belly of the quadcopter. Also, I wanted to note that the quadcopter uses standard 300-350 milliampere hour micro quadcopter batteries, such as on the CG022, the V262, or not V262, V252, all those other little micro quadcopters. They all more or less use the same 3.74 volt battery, so you'll easily be able to find it. So let's bind the quadcopter. Okay, turning on the quadcopter, binding it. I'm not sure if that was even required. Let's try that again. Now since this has headless mode, I'm going to point that quadcopter toward the mountains just to initiate the gyros. Let's see, binding it. So up and down on the throttle binds the quadcopter. Let's trim it. Well, it doesn't need trim. It seems to be working well in itself. Okay, I'm going to start by activating the camera. To do that, you push down on the right pitch roll button. Okay, and you hear that little beeping? That means the camera's working. Let's see what kind of range I can get with this little quadcopter. I'm sending it straight up until I lose control. And right now it's getting hard to see. Actually, it looks like I got excellent range with this little quadcopter. And it's still climbing. Still climbing. Got to keep my eyes on that thing. I'm over 100 meters, I know. Okay, there's a big wind up there. I'm letting this thing drop. I cut off the throttle. There's a huge wind up there. Letting it drop, applying throttle. Okay. So, we know this thing has excellent range. Superb range, actually. That's great. I love that in a quadcopter. That's very important to me, range, especially out here in the desert. Okay. Let's try higher speed. Wait, that's the right button. Okay, pressing the right button changes the control rate on the quadcopter, the speed. Okay, flying at high speed. Now, I know you're noticing that this is a VGA camera, a VGA resolution camera. The reason I think HT did that is that the HD cameras require a lot of power. They're very power hungry. Because of that, since we're flying with a little 350 milliampere hour battery, it would not be a good idea to fly or put an HD camera on such a small little quadcopter because it's such a small battery. It would really suck the power from the battery. So that's the only reason I think that this quadcopter does not have higher resolution. Because if you're flying with 350 milliampere hour battery, you're lucky you get 2 minutes of flight time. But it's flying good. Okay, now let's try those other features we talked about. I'm going to turn off that camera. Turning off the camera, pressing down this button. Now headless mode. Headless mode is activated by this button here, holding it down. Now we're in headless mode. And as you can see, I'm doing pirouettes with this quadcopter. Now, why would we like to have headless mode on a camera quadcopter? Because you can do video flybys, panning. Well, this does pirouettes very nicely. Look at that. Okay, enough of quick on the headless mode. I want to try, the one that really intrigues me is auto flyback. What the heck is that? Let's press that button. Oh, it flies backwards automatically. That's dangerous. All it does is fly backwards. Lifts up. Okay, I'm going to send it out. I'm pressing the auto flyback. It climbs and flies backwards until you counter it. I don't know what that would be good for. Let's do that again. Here, I'll get close to it. We'll hover it. Pressing auto flyback. And all it does is automatically fly backwards. Okay. I'm not sure what that's good for. Automatically fly backwards. Okay, flips. Flips are controlled by this, a quick press on this button first. Oops. Oh, hell no. Okay, welcome back. As predicted, multiple takes. Had a little accident there. I did an accidental flip and hit the ground and broke a prop. So because of that, I changed the props and also included the prop guards that come with this. Yes, it does come with prop guards for you beginners or you people that make stupid mistakes like me and hit the ground. It's a cold day out here and the props are particularly brittle today, so I want to protect them. So let's go into further details on the headless mode flying, particularly in regards to using the camera for flybys. I got a new battery in there. Let's load it up and go for a flight. Okay, binding the quadcopter, trimming with these new guards. I want to trim. Okay, we're pretty well trimmed. Now I'm activating the camera again, holding down the pitch roll button. And also I want to enter into headless mode, holding down that button. So this is what I mean by flybys. And what you can do is pan as you're going by. You can't do this with other quadcopters that don't have headless mode. Let's see it do it. This takes practice. Obviously I haven't really practiced it, but panning with headless mode. Okay, turning headless mode off. And going to high. I'm still recording, as you can hear that beeping. This thing keeps beeping like that with the camera on. As long as that camera's recording, you know it's recording. This thing's got great range. I'm going to send it up the road. Then do a turn and come back. Again, the reason this is low definition is you can get this great flight time while recording your video. I don't know what that is. Some unusual movements there. Uncommanded movements. I don't know what they were. I am flying at high speed though right now. This is a fast little quadcopter for a little micro quad. Okay, turning off the, well, let it climb for a bit. Let's bring it down from way up there. Over here. Yeah, great range on this transmitter. Don't worry about flying out of range. If you if you could see it, you got control over it. That's great. I like that. Okay, so I think I've demonstrated just about all there is to demonstrate. One more time, that automatic flyback. Let's do that again. Oh, I think my batteries are getting low. Turning off the camera. I want to do some more demonstrations of that flyback because that's unusual. I've never seen a quad with that feature. I don't know what good that feature is, but let's try. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the automatic flyback feature. All you do is press this button and hold it down, and for some reason it flies backwards. That's the strangest feature I've ever seen. I don't know what good it is. It breaks it when you give it some pitch command. But again, let's demonstrate it again. Holding it down, and it climbs too during that flyback. Let's bring it in again. Holding the button down, and there it goes. It flies backwards. Well, automatically. I guess maybe it's like a brake. If you're heading toward a building and you want to stop yourself, an automatic brake. I guess that's the feature, what it's there for. If you're heading toward an object and you want to stop yourself from crashing into it, press the button down and it flies backwards automatically. So that's the only reason I could think that button's there for. But that's the automatic flyback feature. Now, one thing I want to try is, can you reset the gyros for headless mode? Right now I'm pointing off to that grove of trees, activating headless mode. And yes, you can. That's the new bearing. So this sets itself up similar to the way the CG022 sets itself up. Whatever bearing it's pointing at when you activate the headless mode feature, that's the bearing that it's using for the reference for the headless mode. Coming out of headless mode. Let's try that again. I'll use the mountains in front of me now as the new main bearing. Okay, I'm pointing the quadcopter toward the mountains in front of me, activating headless mode, and pulling back, pushing forward, you're going toward the mountains. It's coming back from the mountains. So yes, you can reset the headless mode in air, in flight. That's great because there's a lot more expensive quadcopters than this with headless mode that doesn't work as nicely as this. That looks really cool. Pirouettes. So, HT F803. Great little quadcopter. It's in the mid-30s to low 30s if you can find a coupon or get it on sale. Great little quadcopter. Coming out of headless mode. Turning on the camera one more time. So I got a fresh battery here. I want to use it and record some more in-flight video. Sending it up high. I'm taking advantage of this transmitter. It's a powerful transmitter. I like that when a company doesn't produce a transmitter that's ridiculously short range. I don't know why anybody would do that with a quadcopter. Especially if you're out in the open air, you want to get some range on these. Okay, I guess that's the end of that battery. Maybe I changed. Oh, I didn't charge that battery fully before I put it in the quadcopter. So, quadcopter 101 with the HT F803, quadcopter 101, signing out.